order, please?
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. Let's eat.
Hello there, welcome back to another episode of Arcade with Alvin, where this time we're going to be taking on Big Smoke's order from GTA. Now, in the game, he's famously known for having a massively large fast food order at a place called Cluck and Bell, where he orders 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda, which is a lot of food. And after some digging and after doing some research by watching many people's wonderful analyses on both Reddit and YouTube, we have come up with a somewhat concrete plan to take this on and take this into the real world of food. This episode is sponsored by AG1. AG1 is a daily foundational nutrition supplement that supports whole body health. AG1 is great for jumpstarting my day with everything I need to tackle a day of shooting or editing. I love a good healthy habit, and drinking AG1 daily is another thing I can get behind. AG1 is full of micronutrients to keep my body nourished all day, every day. It keeps me focused while also giving me energy. If you make drinking AG1 a part of your daily ritual, you're setting yourself up right. You're supporting your immune system with 75 vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. You'll find that by drinking AG1 regularly, you'll have improved focus, mental clarity, and concentration. The big bonus for this time of year, AG1 supports immune health, giving you your daily dose of vitamin C, zinc, and more. Head to the link in the description below to get a free bottle of AG Vitamin D3 plus K2 plus 5 AG1 travel packs with your first purchase of AG1. A lot of these wonderful internet detectives have kind of figured out that Cluck and Bell is somewhat of a cross between maybe KFC and Taco Bell, and these are mostly fried chicken sandwiches, and this is a fried chicken kind of joint that they be only selling chicken products, and I think that makes a lot of sense. Now, there's going to be a lot of chicken that we're going to have to make into sandwiches and such, so first we're going to get started with the chicken breast. I'm going to take a couple of large chicken breasts and cut them into 1-inch cubes for our number 45, which we believe might be a chicken breast fillet kind of sandwich, more like that ground chicken patty mixture you might find at certain fast food restaurants. After that's cut into cubes, we're going to make our seasoning mix to season all of our food. This is going to be about a 1/4 cup of paprika, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, a tablespoon of ground mustard, a tablespoon of dried thyme, a tablespoon of black pepper, and a heavy handful of salt. Now here we have all of our chicken portions for today, which are going to comprise the entire order. We're going to sprinkle the seasoning mix on our chicken tenders, a couple of those in there, our chicken breast cubes, which have been just sliced up, a good amount of chicken thighs that are boneless but does have their skin on because that is more delicious, and a healthy amount of chicken wings and drums. In total, there's about 3 chicken breasts here, 2 for the tenders that we cut up, 6 chicken thighs that are boneless but have skin on, and about 30 wings and drumettes. A lot, but really good. Alright, now we are going to make our buttermilk batter. Our wet dredge is going to consist of 8 egg whites and 4 cups of buttermilk that we're just going to simply whisk together and season with a bit of our seasoning mix. Then we're going to make our dry dredge, 6 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and a healthy handful of our seasoning mixture as well. We want each step of our flavor to be thoroughly colored and seasoned all the way through. Alright, once everything is ready, let's go ahead and start dredging. We're going to take our chicken tenders, which are basically just either chicken tenders or chicken breast sliced into strips. Going to do a double dredge, first in the buttermilk, then into the seasoned flour, back in the buttermilk, and back into the flour. Give that a double dredge so that gets some extra crunch and protection on the outside. Now once that's ready, now we are going to dredge our chicken thighs. This one has a lot more cracks and crevices, so we're just going to do a single dredge on this one. Once those are ready and are resting on a wire rack set on a sheet tray to both not only absorb that extra liquid into the dredge, but also just give it some airflow, you're going to start to fry. They're frying these at a 350-degree oil. First, we're going to fry the chicken tenders for about 3 to 4 minutes, depending on the size, until the outside is completely crispy and golden brown. We're also going to fry our chicken thighs until they're nice and crispy, and then let them drain on a rack. Once the tenders are fried, then we're going to take our seasoned wings and drumettes and just dump some extra flour and cornstarch in there. We're not going to do a wet dredge on this because that's going to create too thick of a crust, and honestly, I think wings are better when there's a bit of a thinner crust on them. That way the sauces can stick a little bit better. These are also going to fry at 350 degrees until nice, crispy, and golden. These take a little bit longer depending on the size of your wings and drums. I fried ours for about 7 minutes or so until they're completely cooked through and the skin is nice and crispy. And the wings and the drums are going to be our number 6 for Big Smoke's order because they asked for extra dip, which I'm guessing is a nice saucy wing with some dip. Probably somewhat of a play on buffalo wings and ranch dip. But instead of buffalo, I thought a hot honey would be nice on a chicken wing because that sounds honestly hopefully a little bit more delicious. So that is exactly what we're gonna do. No real measurements here, just a good amount of honey combined with a healthy tablespoon of whatever spicy stuff you have. Chili crisp, clobberin chilies, anything that might seem a bit spicy. It could even be chili flakes, chili powder if you want it to be that. Once this has reduced, we're going to glaze all of our freshly fried wings and drums and toss that with about 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter to get a nice, delicious coating on every single crack and every single crevice and every single wing. All right, pretty good. Let's also make sure to add some salt just in case we need a little bit more flavor in there as well. And for the extra dip part of the number 6, I'm guessing that's kind of like a homemade ranch. Or maybe if it's a fast food restaurant, a fast food ranch. But we're just gonna make ranch because making ranch is actually fun and quite delicious. First, we're gonna prepare our vegetables and herbs. We got 2 tablespoons of chopped chives, 2 tablespoons of chopped dill. We're gonna microplane 2 garlic cloves and combine that with a half cup of mayo with half cup of sour cream and some salt and pepper to taste. Pretty simple all the way through. Pretty easy. We're also going to throw in a couple of the egg yolks that we had from separating our egg whites from earlier. So that's going to give it a nice yellow color and add some extra flavor in there. I'm not too worried that they're not cooked because, well, aioli and mayonnaise have a lot of uncooked eggs and those work for me as well. Once our ranch is ready, then we're going to get started on some fries. Now, I'm assuming that pretty much every one of these items that Big Smoke orders is a meal, like a number 6 or a number 7 usually isn't just a sandwich on an item on a menu. It is somewhat of a sandwich plus drink plus fry combo. I'm guessing all of these things come with fries, so we're just going to go ahead and make a lot of fries. Got some russet potatoes here, gonna peel them and chop them into thin batons and let them blanch in some cold water until we rinse off all that excess starch. Once that is all rinsed out, we're gonna let that dry on some towels and then give them a thin coating of cornstarch to absorb any excess liquid and give the surface a little bit more crunch before frying in 350-degree oil until nice and crispy, hitting them with a little bit of salt as they come out of the fryer. Pretty standard. Okay, back to the number 45, our chicken breast filet burgers. So I'm going to take these chicken breast cubes and food process them with 2 eggs, a good amount of salt, with a little bit of breadcrumbs to make almost like chicken nugget or chicken patty style fast food things, because this is the kind of thing you might find at a fast food restaurant. I'm going to shape these patties pretty largely, about the size of my palm or so. I'm going to chill these so that they're a little bit more malleable and manageable, and then we're going to give them that same dredge again. These chicken patties are going to get dredged, battered, and fried again at 350 degrees until a nice golden brown on the outside and cook through, and then set aside to cool. Okay, so to start, we're going to start by assembling our 2 number 9s, which I think are a double stacker from the chicken thigh point of view. We're going to take 2 buns. I'm just going to use store-bought buns here because I think that's what a fast food restaurant would make. Then we're going to place down a piece of lettuce, 2 chicken thighs, some sauce, which is our homemade ranch, which go really well, and a couple of pickles on top plus the top bun. Those are our 2 number 9s. Now we're going to assemble our number 6 with extra dip, a bucket of honey glazed chicken wings with some hot honey, served with an extra serving of this homemade ranch. Then our number 7, which is somewhat like a chicken snack wrap. We got a large flour tortilla, some lettuce, some cheese, some sauce, and 2 of our chicken tenders that we fried up earlier. We're gonna roll that up and present that as a wrap. Our number 45, we're gonna assemble the same way. We got the buns, we got the lettuce, we got the chicken breast patty that is kind of like a giant chicken nugget. One has cheese, one does not, so we're gonna make sure that distinction is made. Hit it with some sauce, pickles, and top bun, call it a day. We're also making sure we put our fries inside these nice Cluckin' Bell custom boxes made by Tony, because he was really good at this stuff. But make sure that the number 9 comes in a box full of fries, because that to me is not a large sandwich, it's a large fries. Alright, so after we have presented Big Smoke's order, here's what we got. 2 number 9s, which is a double stacker chicken thigh sandwich. We got 1 number 9 large with large fries. We have a number 6 with extra buttermilk ranch, homemade on the side. 1 number 7, that's a snack wrap. 2 number 45, one with cheese, one without. So that's our chicken breast filet patty, and a large soda, which has to be none other than Sprunk. Alright, let's give this a taste. I'm gonna go straight in for the wing because I've been eyeing that all day. These are delicious. I can't really say anything wrong about this. The skin is crisp, the batter is thin, but the sauce sticks so good. It's hot honey, it's salty, it's sweet, it's delicious, especially with a little bit of that sauce. Alright, let's give number 45, that chicken breast filet sandwich, a cross section because Tony and Rachel wanted to try that. There we go. Looks pretty good, nice and bouncy. Rachel tasted it. I think she liked it, so did Tony, but we were curious to see if any of the other things would taste a little bit better. So we're gonna move on to the burger that is the most exciting to me. Number 9, which is the double stacker chicken thigh sandwich. Let's give that a cross section. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Looks juicy, looks really crispy on the outside, and it's really, really delicious. You have the crunch, you have the juiciness, you have the sauce, pickles. This is a really good fried chicken sandwich. Alright, number 7. Let's just give that a cross section as well, as though you don't really do that to snack wraps, but here we are. Surprisingly, this tastes very similar to fast food chicken snack wraps I've had growing up. I wish they would bring them back a little bit more. And honestly, I keep reaching back for those honey glazed wings, especially with that homemade ranch combo. That creaminess with the sauce and the chili is just something else, and it's so delicious. Wings are kind of one of my biggest vices. They're dangerous. You put them around me, I'm just gonna start eating them no matter what time of day or night it is. But I will have to say, this is a lot of food for someone to be ordering from a fast food restaurant to go, especially if they're on a mission, because it's a lot of fried food and packages and wrappers and sodas and fries to be hanging out in the back, which honestly the fries weren't the most exciting part of the meal. I think the chicken is the much cooler part. But to be fair, Big Smoke's a big dude and there's a lot of guys in that car, so I would not be surprised if they got this food but maybe had to abandon it in terms of, being occupied with other pressing matters. That being said, let's pack up our food to go, make sure that we hand it out to the staff and the crew here, because it seems like we have a new mission. I have to go steal some cars and we got some money to make, so I'll see you guys. Oh wait, are those police sirens? Oh, gotta go. Don't worry about the speed limit.